everybody, it's Douglas Block. It is now noon on December 23rd, 2 days after the winter solstice. And gee, I wonder why. Oh, there, Beauty by Zara. There, Mr. Douglas, thank you. Nice to see somebody's watching. It's right before the Christmas holidays here in the Western Hemisphere, United States. So maybe a lot of you out with your families doing things. Well, Lazy Eye Ranch, of course, you got to be here. Thank you so much. Douglas Block is now live chat number 91. I just got a notification from YouTube, so somebody's paying attention. Well, hi guys and gals. Kuno, Washington, nice to hear from you. So the sky is not raining here in Portland. That's nice. We are 2 days past the winter solstice, the shortest day, and now the days are getting longer, the nights are getting shorter. Yes, yes, yes! And what else is happening that's really cool? We just had a full moon, thank goodness. That was a tough full moon. Nathan Williams, hey, I hope to see you at group. Are you going to come this week? How's your broken wrist doing? We're meeting either Wednesday or Thursday. I'll give you a call. Nice to see you, James D. Trendsetter, Nikki Vince from Spain. Vince, not quite how to pronounce that. Otto Alcon, you love animals. You're very inspirational. Thank you. Oh, I Love Animals is the name of your YouTube thing. Yes, I love animals too. Cynthia Stroller says hello. Louis Corrales, nice to see you. Lazy, yep. Louis always has some really great things to say. Mark R, nice to see you. Nikki, it's light here at 6:15. Costa Blanca, the White Coast, Blanca, I know that. Let me see if I can get my joke book. There was a joke I was going to say here today. Let me see what we have. T-Mac, nice. Cheyenne Espinoza, Lazy Eye Ranch again. Let's see what we have here in terms of a possible joke. No. Well, all right. I got our joke. I'm going to tell on the YouTube live chat, also on the video. By the way, I have a video coming out tomorrow morning, December 24th, Christmas Eve day, on depression and chronic pain, hell on wheels. Has anyone ever had chronic pain and depression? Wow, my brother has for 4 years, and I talked to him and he gave me some really good tips on how to cope with both. So tune into that Monday, 7 a.m. Pacific time, new video. Imogen Thomas, my first time joining you. Well, first time for everything. So, we all know what dyslexia is, right? When you tend to switch letters, right? We all know what insomnia is, right? Many people with depression can't get to sleep. And there's also something called being an agnostic. Now, being an atheist means I don't believe in God. Being an agnostic says, well, maybe God exists, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. It's, doubting the existence, but not saying for sure, being kind of on the fence. So, did you hear about the dyslexic agnostic insomniac? He lay awake all night long saying, is there a dog? Now, I love that joke. Okay, I'll say it one more time. Did you hear about the dyslexic insomniac agnostic? He lay awake all night asking himself, is there a dog? And there you have it. A nice way to start out the Sunday chat. These airlines have had chronic pain from trigeminal neuralgia. Oh, yeah. Yes, you'll be watching the video. That is tough. One of my good friends, a doctor, had it, right here, electrical impulses right in the face. He eventually had brain surgery, which cured it, but boy, his was really, really bad. Star Magthi, I can't spell it. Haha, I like you. Cheyenne Espinola, good one, great. Off to a good start. Well, let's go to the Laugh Out Loud kids book, right here, given to me by a 5-year-old. I haven't seen this one. Okay, animals are pretty good at staying healthy. They don't eat junk food like we do. They don't, do drugs. So, but specifically, hyenas are one of the healthiest animals out there. Do you know why? Because laughter is good medicine. And there you have it. That's why hyenas are so healthy. Well, that's one of your favorite jokes. You like that? It's a great. I had brain surgery in 2010. It helped, but didn't cure it. Wow. We should do a video on that. I mean, that's got to be just hell on wheels itself, just having that kind of condition. Well, we're almost approaching the new year. In 1 year, we'll be starting 2019. I'm glad, man. How many people have had a hellish 2018? Man, I had got really sick in April from my cellulitis, and then I had some legal problems, and then I got sick again. Then my wife Joan had a heart attack. Now I have chronic pain. Man, it's been a hell of a year. Susan Jones says, when you hear about things like TMJ, I instantly feel fortune less depressed. Well, that's temporal magnesia. That's TMJ is different than trigeminal neuralgia, whatever it is. But yes, TMJ also is bad. Any thoughts on the best approach for social anxiety disorder, says Nikki Vince. Yes, exposure, exposure, and exposure. You just start in small groups, maybe 1 or 2 people, then 3, you expand. We had a guy who had social anxiety come to the depression support group on Mondays. At first, he wouldn't talk to anybody, but over time, as he got more and more familiar with the people, he felt more and more comfortable in the group, more and more accepted. He started to open up, and then pretty soon we couldn't get him to shut up. That's not true. But anyway, yes, over time, I had social anxiety when I was in college. I used to force myself to go up to women in the quad and just start speaking to them. My God, I'm coughing early. Doug, I have 2 years of cat anxiety. It's getting better with that medication. I'm so happy before I tried everything and nothing worked. Wow, well, I'm glad it's getting better. Ruth McGowan says, 2018, not my favorite year either. Cheyenne, diagnosed with MDD this year and taking it day by day. Major depressive disorder, that's the only way you can do it. Feel good after having them for a week. I contacted him and he increased the dose further. Really confused what to do in terms of you talking about medication here. Well, Cheyenne Espanola, if this is the worst year of your life, guess what? It's going to get better. This reminds me of a joke I did 2 years ago. Why did Humpty Dumpty have a great fall? Remember that, kids? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall? Well, because he had a terrible summer, right? If you have a terrible summer, you're going to have a great fall, because what goes down must come up. Our friend Julie Hayes from Michigan sent me this a year ago. It says right here, Douglas, you are an inspiration to me. Thank you for your sharing your knowledge and experience. And this is it. The phoenix, from the ashes I rise. That's what happens when you have a terrible summer. You have a great fall. What goes down must come up. Well, I've been very pleased the last couple of live chats we've had that some of you have been very generous. David Holden, if you're out there, I just sent you the book that I gave you and thanks for your generosity. So there's a little dollar sign at the bottom of your screen. If you hover over, it says show your support for Douglas Block. I still have to pay people to do these, to edit these videos, to film them. This is still a labor of love. I'm committed to having 2 new videos a month and a live chat every Sunday. It takes time and money, so maybe some of you can show your appreciation, support for this channel by, giving a really modest contribution. That'd be a wonderful thing. How's the cellulitis, says Susan Jones? It's in abeyance. I've taken really good care of my lower leg and feet. I have compression stockings. I change my stockings every day. I soak my feet in something called Dakin solution, which is diluted chlorine, which kills the yeast, it kills the bacteria, and it kills the fungus. What else do we have? Kuno Washington, GAD anxiety. Oh yeah, right. You already told me it was getting better. Excellent, excellent. Beauty by Zara, I now feel okay, but intrusive thoughts and guilt in my head still come and irritate me. Well, guess what, Beauty by Zara? On January 7th, I'm going to post a video called How to Get Free of OCD. And it's all about how to respond to those intrusive and obsessive thoughts. So I think you'll like that. Antidepressants seemingly help me with anxiety. Surprisingly, though, my psychiatrist said it would. Wow. Well, good for you, Susan. What are you taking, Paxil? Cheyenne says, thank you. I don't think they should have added 2 more medications. Well, says Luis, I don't know. It's always a crapshoot. Otto Alcon, I slowly weaned off Lexapro. Took it 10 years. I have GAD. I decided to switch to Wellbutrin because of SSRI effects. It's been 30 days. Anxiety is popping up a bit. Took 100 milligrams of 5-HTP an hour ago. Well, Wellbutrin seems to help me with depression. It's good for dopamine. Nikki Vincenzi, I always listen to your videos in the morning. Well, I always believe you should start out your morning on a positive note. So, again, depression and chronic pain. So why is it bad to have chronic pain with depression? Well, The physical pain makes you feel worse emotionally, and the emotional pain exacerbates your physical pain, so it's a vicious cycle. One makes the other worse. Especially a number of my clients were real exercise freaks because of the fact that, you know, exercise is the best way to increase your mood and decrease the symptoms of depression. And when one woman hurt her lower back, she couldn't exercise. That made things a lot worse. Fortunately, there are other things you can do. I know I've shown this every live chat, but this is something I put together over 20 years, healing from depression and anxiety, self-care activities to improve your mood. Anybody gives a donation of any kind, even if it's $1, I will send them a free copy of this PDF. It's color and has a backside to it also. Done by a really good artist, boosts your psychological immune system. Eat well, lighten up, get moving, talk yourself up, be creative, get involved. I look at this every day, it's so inspirational. So anybody who makes any sort of contribution to live chat can get that. And if you make a $5 contribution, which isn't really that much, I will send you, this is my masterpiece, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, A Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Anxiety and Clinical Depression. I wrote this right after my episode in 1997. It's the proudest thing I've ever done. So, yeah. So what are the questions that we have? Otto, I read 5-HTP increases serotonin. Yes, it does for some people. Hey, Lazy Eye Ranch, your divorce was final 3 days ago. I'm relieved it's over and it went much better than expected. I get to keep my ranch. Going to have to make some income, but I have some ideas. I lost my health insurance. Well, again, maybe you can get on Medi-Cal. Susan Jones, I take bupropion, generic from Wellbutrin, so do I. I woke up this morning, I'm anxious because of an upcoming event. Is this normal? Absolutely. Anxiety, anticipatory anxiety for an upcoming event, you better believe it's normal. It's very normal. Louis Corrales says, Otto, be careful as 5-HTP and some supplements can combine with SSRIs to cause potential serotonin syndrome. You have done your homework, Louis Corrales. You're so knowledgeable. Do you work in mental health? I'm very impressed. GR90 says, you're a great man, Doug. Well, thank you very much. Tell that to my mother. No, she came around and thought I was pretty cool after a while. It is now 12 minutes after the hour, and I fixed my microphone. No one's complaining about it cutting out. That's great. On my new MacBook Pro, I may have to plug it in at some point because we've already lost 20% of the battery life. But anyway, great to have you here. I hope that some of you are going to celebrate the new year in a positive way. I hope that you in the Northern Hemisphere are appreciating the fact that the days will be getting longer. And well, Jason Gendron just sent me some money. I don't know if that was because of the live chat or something else, but thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. I don't see any Jasons on here, but maybe it was JR90. Who knows? If it is you, JR90, thank you very much. Anyway, what else do I have to say? Well, let me tell you about this really good video I did on OCD called How to Get Free of OCD. It's based on a book called Brain Lock by Jeffrey Schwartz. You can find it on Amazon.com. There's 4 steps. 4 steps to getting over OCD. Does anyone have OCD here? Obsessive compulsive disorder? Being plagued by intrusive thoughts that you have no control of, that some of them really weird, like religious thoughts and just things like, one guy talked about it, he had a thought about stabbing his father or something like that. I mean, just really bizarre stuff, almost psychotic. But the key is to just say, it's not me, it's the OCD. And not to relabel them as not you, it's your brain disorder. Okay, I'll tell you the next 3 steps in a minute. Is Wellbutrin effective for general anxiety disorder? Many antidepressants are. You really won't know until you try it. Hey, I grow hemp on your ranch. Great. Grow hemp on your ranch. Oh, that's what Luis Corrales is saying to Lazy Eye Ranch to make money, right? Well, I have friends here in Oregon who grow hemp, and for the state of Oregon, we have it legalized both for medical and recreational uses, as you do in California. Not a bad idea. Jenny Jarrett says, I wake up in fright most mornings with nervousness, feelings of dread, intense fear. I usually can't help but cry. I would like to know how to stop this. This is definitely depression and anxiety. The first thing to do is get up and move. Get out of your bed, get out of the house, take a walk around the block. It'll get better during the day. And in terms of that, you know, waking up like that, you might want to take some medication before bed that could help you with that. Talk to your psychiatrist about that. Hey, Andrea M., nice to hear from you. Jay Vink says, after 10 months of major depressive disorder, nearly dying from a parasite which set off, my depression is gone. Yay, Jay Vink. Yay, yay, yay. Again, remember everybody, from the ashes I rise, what goes down must come up. There is life after depression. Thank you for sharing your testimonial. Christine Espinoza says, I'm a Patreon. Just got the book. Excited to read it. Excellent. Did you just shine? That's right. You went ahead and signed up. So I have a crowdfunding site. I don't really talk about it much, but I should, because it's helping me to make these videos. It's called Patreon, and Cheyenne went ahead and joined it. You basically make a monthly pledge anywhere from $2 on up, and that way I have a steady sense of a steady income stream that I can use to pay for the editing and the producing of these videos, and I know where it's coming from. Just like you give to your public television station or your favorite charity, you can do that. And I'm going to give you the URL right now, and anybody who becomes a member of Patreon gets a reward, no matter what their contribution. So patreon.com is the website. So check that out and just put in Douglas Block Depression. You'll find my particular channel. Eugene Thomas, I know if my back pain always gets worse at night. I don't know. You'll have to talk to your orthopedics. I don't know why that happens. I should be able to get Medi-Cal, which would be better. Yes, you should. No, much better than Kaiser. Jenny, your anxiety sounds very typical. Learn about GED so that you know that you can recover. Hey, Jay Bird, nice to see you. I'm working once again. I'll be supporting you through Patreon. You're wonderful. Ben Malcolm, $49.99. Wow. Thank you for your generosity. You're amazing. Okay, you're definitely going to get this book. When going through Hell Don't Stop, please either email me. Oh, here's my email address. Email me your email address. I'll send you a color diagram and an ebook of that book. Thank you so much. You are a mensch, as we say in Yiddish. Jaybird, yes. So if you want to go to Patreon, it's www.patreon.com/DOUGLASBLOCH. You can click on the link, but that's how you get there, Jaybird. Yes, your mom. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you, Ben. Let's all thank Ben. He's now making this weekly live chat possible. I kind of think it's like my church service. You know, I always wanted to be a minister, even though I grew up as an atheist. And this is my weekly Sunday service. And I'm so just honored that you guys come on here. And it's really not about me helping you. It's about you helping each other, creating a sense of community. I know Lazy Eye Ranch depends on this every Sunday. Boy, you talk about somebody who religiously attends. Good for you. I'm glad that you've found this helpful. Your mom, whose real name is, can I tell them your real name, Danielle? Anyway, thank you for all your wonderful support in Houston, Texas. How's your daughter doing, by the way? I've heard cases of people developing depression which went away following a bite from a certain spider. How interesting. Sharon Espinal, I don't know if this is a dumb question, but how long can depression last? It's been about 8 months now. I think that about 9 months has been my average. It certainly can last, I don't want to say it can last up to 5 years because I've never seen it, but anything I say is going to, may put a negative expectation in your head. Let me say this, Cheyenne, if you live one day at a time and just take it day by day, one day you'll wake up and it will not be Groundhog Day. It will be over. So to tell somebody how long it's going to last is to give them an expectation which could really mess with their head. All I know is I know it will end. I promise you with all my heart that you will emerge from this depression. My depressive episodes have been about 9 to 12 months, but again, don't take my experience. Again, Ben, where do you live, Ben? How did you find out about this channel? We need to know, all about your generosity. Annalise is great, 2 weeks off of school, of course. Isn't that a beautiful name? Her daughter, Annalise. I'm a new participant, but I've watched for a while. Thank you, Mark Hickman. Where do you live? Louise Krause, Lazy Eye Ranch. You might be able to grow herbs that sell for a lot, like golden seal or heel and flowers to sell. Yeah. Carrie Irving from the UK. Any advice on managing Christmas with BPD? Well, take care of yourself. Reach out for support. Make sure you get enough sleep, exercise, eat well. Normal self-care stuff. Again, Carrie, I believe you have this, don't you, this diagram? Anybody who wants it? Well, I know that any donation to the Super Chat will get this. I know that, of course, Ben Irving will get it. I still need to get his email address. So please, Ben. Jay Vink, thanks for Big No, and your videos help keep on the good work. Advice is priceless. Thank you, my friend. Well, you must live in the UK. I really appreciate it. Top Chats, Jay Vink and Ben, thank you. Wow, did you hear that? Siri was talking up. That is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Michael Falcom, great to see you again. Yes, you have the chart. How is it? Do you use it? Do you look at it every day, Curry? I look at it. It's amazing. And by the way, I haven't, guys. Can I get that? If you donate $1.99. This is like so isolated. Look forward to it. You've really helped me stay calm. When you for your herb farm, you can do a contribution. Lady. I'm waiting for you to get some money in. You live. I have mild depression, anxiety. Good for you. I'm glad you're mild. So, I was going to say something and I just forgot it. So look, this is what I want you. I want you to paper. I want you to basically in the middle and on there write all the factors that are in your mental health recovery. Over here, all the factors you get. Everything that's helping calm everything. And then use the helpful thing. So here, just type out putting you in your mental health. A tool, a couple that is helpful. I'd like to hear it. Lamictal marker I've been taking for years. It's getting hypomanic. It's an excellent medication taking it for. This is like church. This beautiful heart. It just made my day. Mr. Douglas, you press I take well Paxil and feel like I can never get it. I want to see, but too scared to get off Paxil. Well, I know people pregnant on Paxil. It is possible. So you should talk to your doctor about that. But yeah, if Paxil getting off it, you know, that's a tough decision. I really feel for you. The audio is breaking up. Really? Oh no, it can't be. Let me go ahead and get my headphones here. Maybe I just went ahead and messed up with my shirt. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. No, I don't think it's breaking up from my end. I think when I moved my shirt, it might have done so. Anyway, Michael Falcone says, "Are you in the UK, Carrie? I have BPD. It's a massive struggle at Christmas." I think they are both in the UK. Anyway, ZIDD90, hello, nice to hear from you. Carrie Irving, I don't look at the chart every day, I'll have to look at it again. I haven't got a printer, so I can look at it on my phone. It's okay, just every now and then glance at it. It's got some really good tips. The audio is okay now. Yeah, I had to just adjust my, how long and how much you're using? I've had experience with a few tapers. Jay Vink, what are you talking about? Which particular medication? I've been on both on Wellbutrin and on Lamictal ever since I got out of the hospital in January 2016. Wow, it's coming up to 3-year anniversary of my going in the psych ward, January 5th, 2016. Boy, I am so glad I'm feeling better. But you know, you never take your recovery for granted. Any moment, a major trigger or trauma can send you back reeling. So we have to be very, very vigilant. We have to be really vigilant to do all the things that are keeping us well. The exercise, the diet, the positive thinking, the connection with people, the prayer, meditation, all of it. This is what it takes, but it's you know, it's lovely. Carrie and Michael, you live in the UK. Maybe you could exchange email addresses or phone numbers. Maybe you can meet somewhere in Liverpool. By the way, I told this joke. It's bad. I'm going to tell it again. And you know, kidney transplants are a miracle. I know a 18-year-old who had one, saved his life. But in England, for some reason, they don't have kidney banks, but they do have a Liverpool. That's for you guys in the UK. Biddy Bizarre, I want my doc to take her off Paxil, but he put me on Prolexa. I don't even know what that is. Took them for a week and didn't feel so well, so I'm still on the Paxil now. Well, I don't know about Paxil and pregnancy. You should look it up. But you know, my mother was depressed during her pregnancy, and it definitely impacted me growing up. The fetus can feel and sense what's going on in the mother. So if the mother is anxious or depressed, that's going to, you know, that's going to go, those chemicals are going to go through the blood and be picked up by the fetus. So I would say that keeping your mental health during pregnancy has got to be like a really high priority. Mark Hickman says, I've been reading personal development books to help. Napoleon Hill, of course, Think and Grow Rich is the granddaddy of all self-help books. I read that when I was in sales when I was 35 years old, a great book. A burning desire is what it takes to get anything accomplished. And that's why I talk about setting the intention to heal as the first step in mental health recovery. Create a picture in your mind of, what you would look and feel like if you were free of depression. By the way, nobody has told me yet what is helping with their mental health recovery. I'm waiting for a response from somebody. Maybe Mark Hickman personal development books have been helping. Jay Bing says, you taking for depression or a cocktail for bipolar? It's bipolar. Just accept you will need meds that work for you. That's right. I am bipolar too, and I accept Lamictal does not cause me any side effects. I'm happy not to get too manic. Jason Adams, I have my rough days as well, but I try to keep a positive mind. Good for you. Good for you. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and don't mess with Mr. In Between. I would play that song for you, but last time I played a song, I got busted by YouTube for violating copyright rules. You can't play a song for more than 10 minutes. Yes, you should go look up Johnny Mercer, Accentuate the Positive. In fact, I want you to, after we're done, why did Humpty Dumpty have a great fall? I already answered that question, because he had a terrible summer. Unless you have a better answer. Jaybird, thank you. $20, you're a mensch. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Jaybird's been a long time supporter of me. By the way, I do want you guys to know that this is a wonderful vehicle that YouTube offers to help people support a channel, but they do take 37% or more than 1/3 out of the cut. And some people have really been complaining about it, and not much they can do. But if you wanted to at some point ever send me some money that would not get 33% taken out of it, you can use something called PayPal. It's very simple. You can set up in like 5 minutes. You take it to you connect it to your checking account, and then if you send money to my email address, which is douglasblog@gmail.com, it will 100% of it will go to me. So if you ever wanted to send some money to me, or it's not to me, it's to the channel. I just put it right back in the channel. I don't go out and buy new clothes or 15 Rolls Royces like Rajneesh did. No, I put it all back into the production videos. If you wanted to do that, use PayPal, because I get 100% of the money. But hey, contributing in this channel on these live chats is really simple, so I appreciate it. Anyway, thank you, Jaybird, very much. Spooky Ghost, I haven't seen you. Hola, Douglas. You probably talked about this before. Just curious. Do you have pets, dogs, cats, dragons? Greetings from Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires, good air. Yes, I have a cat named Bruce. Haven't you heard about Bruce? Send me your email address and I'll send you a video I made on him. He's amazing. I also just made a comment through your PayPal. Jaybird, was that the $35.66 that you made? They did take 5% out because you probably needed to say it to friends and family. But anyway, thank you, Jaybird. I really appreciate you and your viewership. Where'd your $5 a year ago, Jay Vink? It's there. It's up there. It's disappeared right now because other people superseded you. But if you go, okay, Jay Vink, looking. There is $5. Thanks for Big No No and your videos. Keep on the good work. Yes. Can you see it up there? I can when I scroll up. No, your £5 has definitely been taken in by YouTube. It's there. That's the first and last donation through YouTube. Well, better to make a donation through YouTube than anything. Nothing, but yeah, if you want to basically donate, without getting 33% taken out, do it through douglasblog.com. But again, it's so easy to do it on these live chats, so don't put yourself down, At least they're giving me the opportunity to get this. This is douglasblog@gmail.com. If you want to use PayPal, send the money there. Okay, enough commercialism here. Let's talk about the important thing, healing. Which support groups? I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. Carolyn, nice to hear from you. I will tune in your channel more often. Thank you, Janet. I get it now. Yeah, so definitely, JVink, continue to contribute on the live chat, but if you want to have me get more of the money, just go to paypal.com, sign up, and then send it that way. All right. Let me just see if I did get something from... Yeah, I must have gotten that 3566 Jason. Yep. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I don't know why it's 3566, but what was the eternal amount you sent, Jaybird? Because I got 3566 of it. All right. Any questions? Nobody has yet told me what is helping them with their depression. I'm looking at Lazy Eye Ranch. You were immune to poison ivy because your mom had it. I hit send before I was done with my last act. Do you think I will be on Klonopin for the rest of my life? I don't know. You've been on since 95. That's 13 years. Well, is it helping? Look, some people are on insulin the rest of their lives. Some people are on heart medication. Some people are on asthma medication. It's okay to be on something the rest of your life if it's helping you and not causing you harm and not interfering with your daily functioning. So I don't know if you'll be on it the rest of your life. I took it for 9 months every day and got off it, but you know, you obviously have a much longer relationship. I would talk to your psychiatrist about that. And if you want to taper, work under medical supervision. So it's me. I'm not quite sure what the answer is, but you know, is it helping? If so, maybe if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh, you participate in 2 online support groups, Susan Jones? Well, why don't you email me and let me know what they are, because people always are interested in that. Jay Vink, I want to assure you again that your $5, your €5 was contributed. Anyway, Susan Jones, please email me, douglasblog@gmail.com, and let me know about these online support groups. Here's something a little bit easier to read, bold and bigger, my email address. All right, so Jaybird and the person who gave $49 and Jay Vink, give me your email addresses. I want to send you copies of my chart and my ebook. The taper was 1 milligram every 2 weeks, and I was very sick. I'm not quite sure what you were talking about. Ellen Christine, what's finally helping me is a healthy diet, asking my friends for help if I need it, taking walks, and not being too hard on myself. Well, those are, you know, forgive yourself for your mistakes. It's okay to be where you are. 2 major videos I made that have been super popular. You're doing 4 wonderful things. Everybody, Ellen Christine is healthy diet, asking friends for help, walks, and not being too hard on herself. Physical, social support, more physical stuff with the walks, and mental emotional support, forgiving herself. Mark R., why are baby ants confused? I'm not quite sure, but I'm ready for a new joke. Keep up the good work, says Susan Jones. Why are baby ants confused? And in the meantime, what happens when a pig does karate? What do you get? Pork chop. Okay, medication helps. Meditation helps. Mark Hickman, absolutely. Remember, Mark, send me your email address. I definitely want to send you your rewards. Jay Vink, I just got 1 milligram of Klonopin, went to 70 milligrams of Valium, 7, now down to 4.5. Cold turkey, I'm fine. All right. Yeah, I took it for 9 months also. Why are ants confused? Because all their ants are uncles. Yeah, that's a good one. Cheyenne Espinola, I love your name. I'm practicing mindfulness meditation, trying to think more positive. I know it's common sense. If you think negative, you'll feel more negative. It's easier said than done. Well, that's what cognitive therapy is about, right? It's not the situation. Thank you, Chom, for your 10 pounds. Really appreciate it. I don't know who you are, but again, send me your email address or put it here and I will send you some more books. I want to reward you guys, you know, for all your generosity and your kindness. And I definitely want to send you a copy of this chart right here. And I want to send you a copy of my ebook. So feel free to email me. Vivian Lackar, 40 pounds. My God. Christmas. It's Christmas. All my YouTube fans are giving me Christmas presents. Believe me. I don't know what to say, but, you know, I appreciate it, and I appreciate your support. I love doing this work. I always wanted to be a minister, and as Lazy Eye Ranch said, this is the best church in town, or one of the best churches. Here we go. Yeah, karate chop. Very good, Susan Jones. We've communicated. What part of the country do you live, by the way? Wolf Gammer, hello. Are you from Germany with a name like Wolf? I don't know. It might be. Lazy Eye Ranch, music helps me feel better than anything else. All day long I listen to wonderful Harry Nielsen. Yes, he did die way too young, didn't he? What really helps my depression lately is writing myself short sort of letters when I'm happy mood to remind myself when I'm down. That's a brilliant thing to do. Thank you, Spooky Ghost. I'm going to do a new video just on that idea. Carol Lyford Sullivan, I'm actually a nurse. I don't understand why my depression and panic at all. Well, mental health practitioners and medical people have depression too. It's no respecter of persons. Again, by the way, Lazy Eye Ranch, if you look over here under healthy lifestyle habits, and if you can see it, music therapy, one of the things that really helps people. Thank you for all your live chats, you guys. Again, I want to send you copies of my book and copies of my chart. Okay, let's continue. Nora T says, hi, what can other people do to help someone struggling from depression to show their support? I have a whole chart on that. I'll send to you for free. It's called What to Say to Someone Who's Depressed. I also made a video about it. Give me your email address. I'll send you a link to the video. But basically what you should say is things like, I have a compassion for what you're going through. I'm here for you if you need me. I'm sorry this is happening. You will get better. As opposed to snap out of it. Come on, come on. There's nothing wrong with you. Think of all you have to be grateful for. Come on. What are you sad about? No, don't say that stuff. That's what my mother used to say. No, you say, I'm sorry you're feeling this way. I'm here for you if you need me. You know, just let me know. Things like that. Just showing people, just affirming them, giving them validation, and letting them know you love them and you're here for them. That's amazing stuff to say to somebody. So, Nura T, did that answer your question? Lewis Corrales, it's me. Benzos are relatively safe at normal doses. I don't think they're linked to dementia. Okay, so Mark Hickman, 1993 at gmail.com. I'm guessing that's when you were born, which means you were 25 years old. Is that correct, Mark? If so, you're pretty cool for a 25-year-old. At any rate, yes, I will be sending you a copy of my chart and also the ebook. Thank you again for your contribution. How long have you been listening to this channel or watching it? I have 50 people, 49 people, 37 minutes of it lapsed, almost 2/3. Thank you for letting me know. You guys, I want to hear more about what's helping you. I hear music therapy. I hear reaching out to people. I hear exercise, walks, diet. Let's hear from some more stuff that's helping you guys, keep you guys healthy and helping your mental health recovery. It's not rocket science. Mental health recovery is not rocket science. We know what to do. We just have to have the support to do it. And by the way, I read this amazing article in Psychology Today. You know where depression is really worse in the United States? Not in New York City, not in Chicago, but in the rural areas of the West, Wyoming, Montana. Why? Because there's no doctors out there. No one wants to live out there. Mental health facilities are horrible, and suicide rates are much higher there than they are in cities. Let me say that again. The highest suicide rates in America are in small towns in the middle of nowhere, and that's really a problem. So anybody who wants to be a psychiatrist, move to the middle of Wyoming. You'll be very appreciated. Look up Claire Week's videos for some insight into anxiety and depression. She's very good, Luis. I agree with you. I hate it when people say, what do you have to be depressed about? I want to say, how much time you got? Let me count the reasons. Yes, Ashley Phillips, new. I'm feeling hopeless right now. I've been diagnosed with depression, anxiety, panic disorder. I've lost almost everything, including my family. Of course there's hope for you, Ashley Phillips. Come on. Get my book, Healing from Depression. Go reach out for help. There's so many things you can do. And remember, from the ashes I rise. I'm going to put this over here so it's easier to get. No, I have been so down. It's been ridiculous. So, no, there's major hope for you, and the $49.99 is the top chat. Give my Mark Hickman, thank you. You're still being acknowledged here. 25, you've been watching for over 6 months. Well, good for you. What type of, are you in school? What type of work do you do? So anyway, Ashley Phillips, can I assure you, I've been suicidal a number of times, at least 7 or 8. I've been hospitalized 5 times. I'm still kicking, and guess what? I'm turning 70 in 2 months. I'm going to have a big birthday party. Oh my God. Today is December 23rd. The man who saved my life during my last depression, David Lyles, he died 1 year ago of liver cancer. I did a whole video on him and thanked him. Anyway, thank you, David. I would not be here if it weren't for you. I hope wherever you are, you are thriving and doing well. God, yes, December 23rd, 2017. A beautiful soul. You know what? None of us can do this alone. We need each other. I have all my depressive episodes. There have been guardian angels who have stepped in at the last minute, and I so appreciate all of them. Ashley Phillips, another feeling I'm suffering right now. Yes, says it's me. Yes, well, you can and will get through this. Congratulations on 26,000 subscribers. Well, we have over 2 million views. How's that? Watching funny videos can help me feel better. Well, Susan, what type of videos are we talking about? And where is my... Oh, did I knock them over? Ugh. I have cough drops here and I don't know where they are. Hey, Joan? Ah. I found them. I live in Southwest near a small town in the middle of nowhere. I do love this place, but will love it more if I get my son into residential therapy. Okay. Luis Corrales is talking about long-term anxiety. Yep, it's something you should try to nip in the bug. Jay Vink says, my depression was so bad I had psychosis or hallucinations from sleep debt. Wanted to kill myself, felt like a totally different world and reality, and suddenly 1 week ago, it just disappeared. Wow. That is grace, but don't take it for granted, Jay Vink. I want you to keep practicing your good mental health recovery skills. I like watching animals playing. Aren't they cute, Susan Jones? It's me, takes Klonopin. I watch funny videos of cats and dogs and babies. Well, then you need to watch my video of Bruce. I want to see if I can find it for you. Just keep asking yours. I'm going to see if I can find my video of Bruce for you. Well, so here's Bruce right here. There he is, a Persian cat. Isn't he cute? Look at that little heart. A face only a mother can love. That's Bruce Block, my adorable cat. Any of you who like cats who would really like to meet Bruce. Connor Stefanski says, thanks for responding to my comment. That guide you suggested was good. Emmy, made in Japan, here on YouTube has some upbeat videos that cheer me up. Jay Bing says, a lot of gym work. I joined kickboxing for social support. Very nice community. Painful, but the coaches and people. How cute. Beautiful cat. Super cute. How cute. Yes. Bruce is amazing. Let's get a video of him, for heaven's sakes. All photos. Okay, we're gonna get a video of Bruce in a minute. Just give me a moment. If I can find one. I have too much junk in here. I need to get rid of. I need to have like a album just for Bruce. Oh well, I'm gonna have somebody help me out on this. I can't find a video of him right now, but here is Bruce when he had a lion's cut. There he was, right out there. Short hair, but oh yeah, I found a video. There he is, getting scratched. See how he loves that right under his arms? Unbelievable. Anyway, I took a video of him going in and trying to chase some birds. All right, let's get back to you guys. Bruce Almighty. Hey, that's the name of a film. I love it. I wish I could have a cat. I'm allergic. Does Bruce have any psychological issues? No, he's very well adjusted. He's amazingly well adjusted. He came from a pound in Portland, Maine, found his way out to the West Coast, and he's been living here for about 5 years. Gary Hunster says, Hunsucker, this is an awesome way to connect. I agree. Thank you, Bruce. Douglas says, Mark R. Bruce is so gently cute. We all love Bruce. I'm mixing notes on him. Oh, MLAO laughed my something off. You'll have to tell me what that means. You can sit and watch these all day. You mean photos of cats? That's one cool cat. One of a kind. You know what? He always comes to our support groups and sits in the middle at the end and makes eye contact with everybody. You used to live in Portland, Maine? Yeah, I hear it's a nice place. How are the birds doing outside the window? Great. Well, they're not. Actually, no, they're not here because I forgot to fill up the bird food. Thank you very much, Susan Jones. I appreciate it. But I do have a video of Bruce chasing the birds. J-Bank, well, no, I don't go that way. It was slight spikes for me, like 10 minutes. But one thing my mind never stopped thinking about, suicide negativity. Wow. I'm not quite sure what you were focusing on, but I'm glad you're not thinking about it now. Well, it's been a while since we've got a super chat. The last one was from Vivian Lockhart, Verindavan Lockhart. You're obviously from India, I'm sure. Give me your email address and choms. So let's see if we can, in the last 15 minutes, let's see if we can get a few more super chat donations. That would be really great. If we do that, I'll see if I can even step up during the month of January and make 4 videos instead of 2. Jay Bing says, the thing I hate about mental illness is that no one understands how much you suffer and people telling you to just relax or snap out of it. Yeah, it was that damn easy. If it was that damn easy, there would be no mental illness. Jay Vink, you are preaching to the choir. Mental illness is not taken seriously, but guess what? Every 12 minutes somebody dies of suicide in the United States alone. I think it's every 40 seconds in the world. It's really, really a serious problem, but again, there's a huge stigma. Jay Vink, exactly, my mother and family in general don't get me. Yep. Spending time and helping animals keeps you busy. Staying busy and active is the key. We have a humane society in Portland. That's awesome. People volunteer. Are you, Jay Vink, are you off benzos altogether? Do you still have anxiety issues? I'm not quite sure. But Lazy Eye Ranch says, I love my pets. A funny parrot, that's right. Mark Hagman, Trend Center, that helps me too. Certain types of people can rub you the wrong way. Okay. Jay, it is unfortunately true, yes, about people not understanding depression, but we can do that. You need to speak out and you need to share. You know what they say? Say it loud, I'm depressed and I'm proud. We have something called the NAMI Walk in America, National Alliance on Mental Illness. I suggest you go to their site, www.nami.org. Every May, we have a walk like Race for the Cure. And go to their website. There's lots and lots of resources. Right. Let me see if I can go find a video I just took of Bruce. I'm sure. Hold on. Okay, here's Bruce looking at a cat. See the bird? See the bird out there? See how he's looking at it? At some point, he's going to take a swat at it. Probably not. Anyway, look at, he's just fixated on the bird. I'll get a better video when he's actually taking a swat at it. Okay, here we go on this one. There's Bruce. Okay, come back again, Bruce. Try to get that bird. There he comes. He can't get his mind off that bird, can he? I thought he was going to take a swat. Well, I'll have to review the picture again. He's just looking at it. Come on, Bruce, take your swat. All right. China Espanola, Douglas, I thank you so much for all your hard work and bringing us together and having this community. Bruce is adorable. So far, I'm anxious when I see fists flying to my head at kickboxing from my bro and jab me in the nose and face burns so much. That's a very, very intense way to get exercise. It's me. Is anybody using CBD for anxiety and depression? By the way, I highly recommend you all look at a movie called Free Solo about a guy who climbed 3,000 feet up the face of El Capitan in Yosemite without ropes. Talk about someone who's conquered his fear. Oh my God. Anyway, yes, it's me. A number of my group members have used CBD for anxiety and for sleep, and it helps both of them. The video froze, huh? Maybe it's the YouTube connection, I'm not quite sure. Anyway, what is CBD? It's a part of the hemp plant that is non-psychoactive. It's called cannabidiol, and it's really, really helpful for anxiety for some people. Eileen Christian, yes, I'm cring. I'm not quite sure what that means. Jay Vink says I take CBD before sleep. It mellows me out pretty good. Well, let's see. It helped. You know, Klonopin is anti-anxiety. It's a anti-seizure drug, and CBD became famous when it helped a little girl named Charlotte in Colorado stop having seizures. So CBD is also anti-seizure, and like Klonopin, it can help to relax you. How much do you know? How would you know how much use of CBD? I think it's just trial and error. Well, a lot of people are using it for anxiety. Do you know anything about ADHD, Douglas? Yeah, it's called attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. A lot of children have it. Sometimes chemicals work or medications like Concerta and Vyvanse and Adderall. But again, you'd have to be diagnosed and treated by a doctor who knows what they're doing. I hear voices of people from my past and also voices of people from the present day. Do you? Not literally, but I hear their opinions for sure. Do you see a value in legal marijuana nationally from a clinical standpoint? Well, it's legal in Oregon, and you know, I think there's pluses and minuses to everything. Some of the marijuana right now is extremely intense, and people who take it can have bad reactions. So I think it's not a black and white thing, but I think it's better not to have all the, you know, all the money wasted in prosecuting people with marijuana. It's such a minor offense. Yeah, THC does give some people anxiety, which is why CBD oil, pure CBD oil, is a good thing. Is Adderall used for depression? Yes, Susan Jones. We have a few psychiatrists in Portland, Oregon, who do. It's a stimulant. Stimulants are usually good for depression. Used judiciously, I've seen it used to treat depression, for sure. But again, you'd have to work under a psychiatrist. Do not self-medicate. I have a video called 5 Things Not to Do When You're Depressed, and one of the 5 things not to do is don't self-medicate. Anybody who's their own doctor has a fool for a physician. So if you want to take Adderall, go to a mental health professional. How do you stop your head from torturing you? I struggle with rumination and intrusive thoughts. Yes, Mobius Zero, there's a lot of ways to do that. I have 2 videos on how to stop ruminating. If you send me your email address, I'll send you links to them. So send me your email, douglasblock@gmail.com. And so there's lots of videos about that. But yes, the best way is to turn your head away to a side and focus on something positive over there. Don't fight the negative thinking. Just go ahead and turn your head elsewhere and focus on something positive. Cannabidiol, better known as CBD, is one of the 104 chemical compounds known as cannabidiols found in cannabis or marijuana plant. Cannabis sativa is psychoactive. Wow, Razy I Ranch, you have definitely done your homework. Very, very nice work. Mobius Zero, one more thing is one hell of a stupid question, but do you have any ideas on how not to be afraid of North Korea? Well, I don't think they're going to kill us all. I think you're getting a little carried away there. We are kind of on an uneasy truce with North Korea, so just anytime you have that thought, think about something you're grateful for or do something else and just let that go, okay? Otto Alcon, regarding cannabis, have done extensive research. CBD oil cannabis works, very low THC, always search out a 21 ratio of CBD to THC, okay? Yeah, I have heard that also. Jay Vink says you should learn to care less about intrusive thoughts. The more you think they're intrusive, the more power you give them. You should develop. Yeah, so that's why you focus on other things. Does depression zap all your good emotions like excitement, happiness? It does. And it is hard being a mom when you're depressed, but you can get through it. Do you have any medicine that works best for PTSD? Well, I'm not quite sure. You need a lot of therapy. Sometimes EMDR is good for PTSD, but probably an antidepressant or an anti-anxiety medication, but you need to go to somebody who specializes in that. Watching the news is terrifying, Lazy Eye Ranch. That's why you have to do it in small doses. In fact, politics has been messing with my head lately. Yes, I would definitely turn down the news. Oh my God, Bruce, you're here. Oh my God, the people have been watching you. Don't leave, don't leave. Here he is, everybody. Bruce Block on camera. Hi, Bruce. A live guest appearance. You want to get pet? Bruce loves to purr. All right, so turn away from politics, Mobius Zero. It's not doing you any benefit. Changing the cognitive way of your brain will take some time. Don't think the thoughts will disappear. Yes, CBT is definitely, CBT is cognitive behavioral therapy is the way, absolutely. What else do we have here? Stop watching toxic news, I agree. Absolutely. Spooky ghosts, don't worry about taking meds. If they're going to help you, try them out. You can always get off them. Talk to your doctor about that. The famous Bruce cameo. Thank you, Spooky Ghost. You don't watch any mainstream TV? That's a good idea. Oh, he looks very soft and fluffy. He certainly is. Got to go now. Merry Christmas, everybody. Wish you all a happy and healthy wish for the best of 2019. Well, next week on the 30th, the day before New Year's Eve, we're going to be on the air. So come back on the 30th. How long does it take to treat Bruce's for fur? Yes, a long time. Mark Hickman, remember when you're depressed that Bruce loves you. Absolutely. Bruce Almighty. I need to watch that movie or have Bruce watch it. Bruce is calling to be fed. Well, fortunately, we have 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. At exactly 1 o'clock, I'm going to be heading out the door to give Bruce his favorite pate cat food. I'm going to take a picture or do a video of Bruce eating. He does not have depression. He knows how to chow down his food. Well, 3 minutes and 1 second. Do we have a final super chat donation available? I'm very pleased of the generosity of all you guys. So if you can do it at the last minute, fine. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and do the douglasbach@gmail.com. Don't worry about YouTube taking 33%. Hey, 67% is better than nothing, don't you think? All right, Myris Pereira, does refocus work? Absolutely. Mindfulness, acceptance, exposure. Your rumination is automatic, then definitely refocus. That's one of the things they tell you to do. Look elsewhere. Bruce Eating, thank you for your help in 2016, Mark or Doug. I'm very happy to help you. Darren Bywater, hey Douglas, what are your qualifications? Greeting from Worcester, England, or Worcester, whatever it is. Well, I have 3 degrees. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology from NYU, a very good university in America, a master's degree from the University of Oregon, and my 3rd most important degree is a PhD in suffering from the School of Life. Very helpful. In fact, I do have a master's degree thing somewhere here. Well, can I get it? Yep. Master's degree from the University of Oregon, right there. But I think the PhD in suffering has been much more useful for me. Anxiety can balance on its own. You're right. I do take Lexapro for it and Buspirone because taking it for a couple of years, not really helping, but you get a lot of counseling. Well, counseling is very good. Are you available for online therapy? Yes, Marcus, I do online mental health coaching. Go to healingfromdepression.com and you will find out about it. If you go to healingfromdepression.com, there's a link to my online coaching, or go ahead and just email me, douglasblog@gmail.com, and I'll let you know about it. Thank you, Marcos. Refocus works, especially if it's something cognitive that ain't easy. Do something hard for your brain. Go out for a run. I agree with music and focus on your run posture. Breathing is the best. I couldn't agree with you more. Looks like the chat may have come to a premature end. Really? Well, I see that we're still online. As far as I can see, 45 people are watching. So I know what, maybe you lost your connection, Lazy Eye Ranch. We do have 43 seconds left. Thank you all for being here. We are going to be back on December 30th, the day before New Year's Eve, doing a special New Year's Eve program. We'll be singing All Lang Syne together. We'll be talking about our goals for the coming year and what we're going to let go for the new year. I'm going to be basically doing a burning bowl cemetery ceremony right in front of you. So be here or be there or be square December 30th, a week from today, 2018, letting go of the old year, welcoming in the new. Everybody have a good week. Meditation makes me more anxious since I have existential OCD. Well, then you should do something else instead of focusing inward, focusing outward. Bring Bruce next week, please. Yes, he just happened to walk in. Again, thank you all for being here. If you have any final questions, let me know. Can I send you my email through your Gmail account? Of course, Ben Malcolm, definitely. No question about it. MDR cured my iPad PTSD. Very cool. EMDR is wonderful. I'm a legend. Well, we'll see. We'll see if I'm still a legend in 50 years. Anxiety can balance on its own, but it usually takes some learning about the first. Anyway, someone who wanted me to send me their email address through my email, simply email me, douglasblock@gmail.com, and you can ask me any question and I will get back to you. It's me, he meant EMDR is what he meant. I should go out and pick some white sage for smudging. I have white sage all over my house. Have a great weekend, Douglas and Bruce. Thank you for so much tips. I'm going to try them out. Again, remember, those of you who did make a contribution, you get a free chart. If I can find it, which I probably can't. But anyway, douglasblog@gmail.com is the email address, and I will send you that free color chart of everything you can do to improve your mood. I'm going to improve my mood by feeding Bruce. Wow, Susan Jones, you have the greatest illustrations. Where do you get them? What do I think about hypnosis and EMDR? I think they're very helpful. I know people who use hypnosis. All right. You guys can continue to chat with each other after I sign off the air. Remember, tomorrow, Monday, December 24th, I'm putting up a video called Depression and Chronic Pain, Hell on Wheels. Be sure to watch that video if you know somebody or someone you love suffers from chronic pain. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. See you next week.